What is up, y'all? It's the Eric V, your Stream Teach here, and this week, Twitch's new ad incentive program had my Twitter timeline in a tizzy. And typically, I tend to not talk about things in the same way that everybody talks about it, because if everybody agrees and I agree with them, then what's the point of me speaking on it at all? But this time around, I have a little bit of a hot take when it comes to it, so I wanted to share that with you all now. Ads are a necessary evil. You probably had to watch one to even watch this video. But the thing about ads on Twitch is that they tend to interrupt as soon as the story starts getting interesting.
This Friday, a new era in the DC universe arrives.
This can only end one way.
Send them all. Black Adam. Get tickets now. Rated PG-13.
And then I told that monkey, I ain't order no onion soup, bruh. And when the ads from Twitch interrupt the stories, you lose the context and you lose the content. So let's talk about the ad incentive program a little bit more in depth. Class is in session. Typically when I make my videos, I make them from the perspective of an experienced streamer and content creator. But this video, I'm coming at you from the perspective of a viewer. And I need you to do that whenever you create content. Think about the viewer experience as well as your experience, because obviously you live in your body. You want to be happy because you spend all your time with you. That's important. But also when you're creating something for an audience, you want to consider that audience when you do that, right? So Twitch has their ad incentive program, which will add 55% onto ad revenue that they would have already given you if you participate in this program. So by default, pre-rolls are enabled on Twitch. When somebody comes to your stream, if you're an affiliate or a partner, they get around 30 seconds of pre-roll advertisements before they're able to watch your stream for the rest of the duration of the stream. The ad incentive program, however, wants to give you a set time limit. Most of the time that's 3 minutes per hour to continue to roll over ads to people who are not subscribed to your channel. 55% of my last month's ad revenue is not enough to buy me a combo from McDonald's. Not a lot of money at all. And this is over the course of a month. So for me personally, it is not worth it for me to throw 90 seconds of ads onto my viewers per hour. Also seeing that I stream 60 hours a month, which is probably why I wasn't offered a set amount of money. I do want to be clear and state that I do have privileges that make me not solely depend on ad revenue. Also, ad revenue is like the worst money you can make on the internet in general anyway, because it's crumbs. I am a single man. I have a 40-hour-a-week job. I am pretty much debt-free when it comes to my car and college and credit cards. I have one pet. He's just a cat. Other than that, I support myself. I pay all my bills. I'm able to do that with or without streaming, and especially without YouTube. So just keep that in mind as I continue to speak. I want streamers to understand that viewers are not as loyal as they think they are. I've seen tweets saying my community this, my community that, and your community is smaller than you might think. When you say your community, I'm assuming you mean those people who are going to support you through thick and thin, those people who will like the video if they like the video, those people who follow you around, those people who actually do subscribe to you already. Those people will continue to do those things, but those people are not the majority. The majority of your people contain new people who are curious about your content. And if they're watching you for the first time and they get hit with that 1 of 9 ads or 1 of 6 ads, it's understandable that they might not stick around to find out how dope you are as a creator. When I create content, I create it as if everybody's seeing it for the first time, as if nobody knows me at all. That pushes me to do my best and not take anybody for granted. It's in my best interest to do my best every time I put something out. So if the first time somebody comes to my stream and they get hit with those ads, they aren't gonna stick around. Even if you have people who are super down for you, you are pretty much guaranteed to lose people whenever ads pop up. When a good friend of yours sends you a funny video and it's like 2 minutes long. In a lot of cases, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm like, that's a little long. 2 minutes of something that was sent via the best way to advertise, word of mouth, from somebody that you trust, that is 1 minute shorter than something that randomly interrupted something that you were enjoying or not even enjoying. Again, I'm making this video to put things into perspective from the viewer's perspective. Attention spans are shorter than they've ever been. And also, you are not the only streamer on the platform. If an ad pops up on your stream, they might click on another stream. They might open up another tab and say, hey, I'll come back when the ads are over. And then they might forget. If something snaps me out of what I'm engaging in, I will remember other things that I need to do. I also have ADHD. So I'm like, oh, I need to go vacuum. I need to do the dishes. Oh, there's this cool song I really need to listen to like right now. I want to play PlayStation 5. I need to be making a YouTube video. I need to be editing a TikTok. I have so many things that if I'm taken out of my immersive experience, then I will totally separate myself from what I was engaging in. And that's not an insult to the streamer that I'm watching. That's just something that happens with the way my brain works. And I don't think that a lot of streamers are considering these facts. If you're somebody who's thinking about growth, which I think we all are if you're watching this channel, then you can't really afford to lose people if you can help it, right? Especially if you're trying to get to a certain milestone, like a partnership, for instance. I've also seen the argument of you watch this many ads on TV, you should be able to watch this many ads on Twitch. And the thing is, the hard truth of it is, y'all, is that Twitch is not TV. It's twitch.tv, sure. But for one, we're used to ads on TV because we've always had ads on TV. People are not used to ads on Twitch as much because ads on Twitch have not been as invasive as they are now. So it's an adjustment period. If you know anything about humans, you know that they don't adjust well. With TV, you have writing, you have characters, you have the fact that it pauses every time there is an ad break and you don't miss any content. With that being understood, you should know why a viewer wouldn't want to have their stream interrupted and they might leave because you were on the final boss fight and then
Download Raid and get this all new, totally different legendary champion.
And all I'm saying here is to have empathy for your viewers, just as they should have empathy for you. If you do use the ad incentive program and this is how you pay your bills, you explain this as much as you can, they should be able to understand that. But guess what? Some of them aren't, or they will understand it, but they just won't care because they got other stuff to do. With ad revenue being the worst way to make money on the internet, always consider having a Patreon, a merch store, working with brands, as well as, doing sponsorships. But Twitch trying to make Twitch profitable at the expense of the viewer is not the greatest strategy, I think, from Twitch's standpoint. We have to make ads tolerable, and they aren't. They're tolerable on TikTok because you can just skip every single ad you run into on TikTok immediately. And that's what people are used to. And again, that's what I'm trying to make you understand. Attention spans are short, ads are skippable everywhere else. When you go on YouTube, you have the skip ads button and you can just continue on to the video. But on Twitch, it's a different experience for the viewer. And that's not your fault as a streamer, but you have to understand that that viewer experience is very unique to Twitch. And if they decide to leave, who am I to be mad at that? Who am I to act like I don't understand? Who am I to say, oh, you can't support me while I'm streaming trying to make my money? They don't care about that. They don't know you. Like, they know you, but they don't know you. And all the explanations and plan breaks in the world can't change that. And you have to consider, is the money that you'll make from the ad incentive program worth the viewers that you're pretty much guaranteed to lose? And if this video sounds overly harsh, just know that I can't tell you things based on how I want them to be. I can only tell you things based on the way that I see them. And the way that I see viewer behavior is that you will lose viewers, but will it be worth it? I will also say, don't just take my word for it. I will tell you the same way that I'm Just Key told me. Try it out for yourself. Maybe try it for a month. See what the difference is in viewership. See if the money goes up a lot. It might actually be worth it for you. But for me, I gotta pass. And that's pretty much it. If you're a viewer who made it this far in the video, remember to have empathy and know why a streamer might be running as many ads as they do. And if you're a streamer who got this far in the video, try and understand why a viewer might leave because they don't want to watch that many ads. And that'll make Twitch a better place. If you want to watch a stream with only 30 seconds of ads at the beginning, feel free to check me out at twitch.tv/TheEricV. And if you like the video, then like the video. Class dismissed. Shout out to Corliss and Dr. J for being tier 3 patrons. Let's see.